In Washington, D.C. on Saturday, huge crowds of protesters turned out to demand the Biden administration call for a ceasefire and an end to the fighting. And last week, a senior UN official in the New York office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights quit the organization, denouncing the UN's failing stance on the conflict. In his resignation letter, human rights lawyer Craig McIver, who worked for the UN for 3 decades, referred to the, quote, wholesale slaughter of the Palestinian people and described it as a textbook case of genocide. In a statement to The Guardian, the United Nations responded to McIver's statement, calling them his personal views and saying, in part, quote, the position of the office on the grave situation in the occupied Palestinian territories and Israel is reflected in our reports and public statements. Craig McIver joins me now. Craig, thanks so much for coming on the show. You left the UN last week, and in your last letter to your boss, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, you attacked the UN for failing to stop the war in Gaza, and you called what Israel is doing a textbook case of genocide. Now, you know that's an explosive accusation for many. There's been a lot of pushback. People say that's hyperbole. It's a misuse of the term. You're an international human rights lawyer. You're at the UN.